The crazy part is, remember when Jerry first brought this project to us and like I didn't want to do it? And remember I called you guys because basically Jerry brought me this project and he was like, it's a co-living play. Like it's gonna come fully furnished and you're gonna live with people. And like, I don't know, I like had a hard time with it. Like I couldn't wrap my head around it and I called you guys. I'm like, Ryan, what do you think this would this work? And even you were like, I don't know, man. I think because we're like older now, so the thought of like renting with roommates, we're just past that life cycle. And then you started calling your friends. I started reaching out to like some of my younger friends and all of them were like, that's totally the sickest thing. Like I would absolutely do that. And then I was like, okay, maybe we're onto something. And once I got like comfy with it, then it was like, this is a really good project. For more context, when you do co-living, it adds like 20% of NOI that wouldn't exist if you were to do a traditional multifamily. So Jerry at first was like, look, I love the numbers, for this project. Once I got comfy and like really understood the model, I'm really stoked we did this. I mean, it's in a phenomenal location, but I like the idea that we were able to take 27 units that were by right. Now you could do 102 beds. You're like maximizing the square footage. And I think it's a product that fits. So here it is. As you can see, we're getting pretty close. Drywall's starting to go up, start getting windows in here. I think we're like roughly slated for like May, June to be complete. This market, this is Mar Vista. It's like a little subsect of Santa Monica. It's super expensive. Like everything's through the roof. And it also has such a big tech scene now because of Santa Monica that there's not a ton of product for like younger, I call them kids, but like kids who just got out of college. Like there's just not that much here. And so what this is, you do 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom units. It's fully furnished. There's a full maid service. And to compare like a brand new type A product with like a ton of sick amenities to anything else in the market, it's a fraction of the price to do it this way. So you get a discount if you're a tenant, and it's in like an ideal location with kind of everything you would want at that age. And then like the self-service or the cleaning component of it, like you imagine that? Like 22 and like your area's cleaned once a week? That's psycho, right? Like my place with roommates when I was younger was a disaster. Like it was mold everywhere, it felt like. So I think it's gonna be good. I think the product's like, it's a perfect fit. And then the other part, and I think one of the cooler parts is the company that's managing this project for us is a company called Commune. They basically own the co-living space, and the analytics they have on what's needed or where the supply demand kind of ratio fits in each area, the data is so good. So we even, recently reached out to them as we got close to completion just to make sure nothing changed in the last year and a half of us building this thing. And they're like, oh no, like we can't wait to get this product online. So we're excited. We think it's gonna be good. What happens with new investors, this is always the case, is they find a deal and the deal has to go exactly right for them to make a return. And what happens, and you learn this as you become an experienced investor, something always goes wrong. That's just par for course. So it's good to be investing with groups that have experience, that know that a lot of times there's just unexpected issues. Now with this project, honestly, more went wrong with this project than we're used to. Not in the sense of we're doing it wrong, in the sense of interest rates have gone up, cap rates have gone up, construction did take a little bit longer, which that part's kind of normal. All of that makes a deal harder. It means that basically the return's going down. So one thing we do as a company, I'm really glad we do, we stress test the crap out of these things before we even execute on them. We look at what happens if cap rates move. We look at what happens if interest rates go up. We look at what happens if rents come down or if occupancy starts becoming a challenge. And all of those metrics bring your return down. We like to move forward on a deal when things go wrong and we still can make a return. So this is a testament, I think, to the amount of work that goes in prior to starting a project. So for new investors, if you want to invest with a group that has experience doing this, I think there's a lot of value in doing that.